Class 8, how are you all? So we had been studying chapter number 3. The name of chapter 3 is synthetic fiber and plastics. Yes. So whatever we studied last time, first of all we will revise. Okay. Then we will move on the chapter. Okay. So as you can see that last time we studied about polyester and acrylic. Yes. Last time we studied about polyester and acrylic, and we also studied about nylon and rayon. Yes, we also studied about nylon and rayon. Nylon is all known as fully synthetic fiber. Yes, rayon is known as artificial silk. Yes, we studied all these. And we also studied polyester and acrylic. So let's revise polyester and acrylic because we have already revised nylon and rayon. Okay, so first topic is polyester. So what is polyester? Polyester is a synthetic fiber, or you can say man-made fiber. Okay, fabric made from this fiber, fabric made from this fiber does not get wrinkle easily, and it remains crisp and easy to wash. Yes, so polyester fiber, the quality of polyester fiber, the speciality of polyester fiber is that it doesn't get wrinkle. Yes, this is the speciality of polyester fiber, that it doesn't get wrinkle, and it is easy to wash. You can easily wash it. Okay, you can easily wash it. So it is quite suitable for making dress material. Yes, that's why it is used to make dress material. That's why it is used to make dress material. Okay, you must have seen people wearing nice polyester shirt and other dresses. Yes, you must have seen people wearing nice dresses. Yes, made of polyester shirt. Yes, and let me give you, let me tell you one thing, one more thing, that polyester is found in different form. Yes, polyester is found in different form. For example, PET and terylene. PET and terylene. So what is terylene? Terylene is a popular polyester. Yes, it is a man-made fiber, means it is made from chemicals. Yes, it is made from chemicals. Okay, and it can be drawn into very fine fiber. Yes, it can be drawn into very fine fiber that can be woven like any other yarn. That can be woven like any other yarn. Yes, okay, so terylene can be woven like any other yarn. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now let's study about PET. PET. PET, what is PET? PET is actually a form of polyester. Yes, PET is a form of polyester. So the complete name of PET is polyethylene terephthalate. Yes, polyethylene terephthalate. This is the complete name of PET. Okay, and PET is very familiar form of polyester. Yes, it is the familiar form of polyester. Okay, and it is used for making many things. Yes, it is used for making many things like bottles. Yes, wires. Yes, many wires are made from PET, and many other useful products like utensils. Yes, bartan. Okay, and bottles. So these things are made from PET. So PET, polyethylene terephthalate. Yes, ethylene word is actually a name of chemical. So PET is made from ethylene chemical. Okay, so PET is very familiar form of polyester. It is used for making bottles, utensils, films, wires, and many other useful products. Okay, if you have not attended previous class, then please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, that I hope you understood what is PET. Okay, polyethylene terephthalate. It is familiar form of polyester. It is used making bottle, utensil, wire, and many more things. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now let's talk about acrylic. Yes, now let's try to know about acrylic. 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 So what is acrylic? Yes, first point, wool. Wool we get from animals. Yes, we get wool from animals. Am I right? We get wool from animals. We get wool from different animals, like we get wool from sheep, goat, yak, alpaca, llama, camel, yak, all these animal give wool. But for your kind information, let me tell you, the wool that we get from natural source, yes, is very expensive, quite expensive. But so it is, everybody cannot buy the products made of wool, original wool. Okay, everybody cannot buy the product made of natural wool, because the wool obtained from the natural source is quite expensive, whereas clothes made from acrylic are relatively cheap. And for your kind information, let me tell you, acrylic is also known as artificial wool. Acrylic is also known as artificial wool. And we wear, you know, in a winter season we wear sweater, yes, and a shawl, blanket. These are not made from wool. Sweater, shawl, blanket that we wear in winter season, they are not made from wool. They are actually made from acrylic. We cannot distinguish between acrylic and natural wool. Yes, acrylic is artificial fiber, natural, and wool is natural fiber. Okay, so we wear sweaters and use shawl or blanket in winter. Many of these are actually not made from wool, though they appear to resemble wool. These are prepared from another type of synthetic fiber called acrylic. Yes, so acrylic fiber is made from acrylic. Okay, the wool obtained from natural is quite expensive, whereas clothes made from acrylic are relatively less expensive. Okay, I hope you understood. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's now let's see some quality of polyester and acrylic. Polyester and acrylic, they are available in variety of color. Yes, they are available in different kind of color. Different kind of color. Yes, you can see in the picture. You can see white color, yellow color, red color, green color, sky color, blue color. So you can see different kind of color. So polyester and acrylic are available in wide variety of color, means we can dye them. Okay, and main point is that they are durable and affordable. Durable means long lasting. You can use them for a long period. Yes, so they are durable and affordable. Affordable means they are not expensive. Yes, what is the meaning of affordable? AFFORDABLE. Affordable. What is the meaning of affordable? AFFORDABLE. Affordable means they are not expensive, they are cheaper, you can easily buy them. Durable. What is the meaning of durable? DURABLE. Durable means long lasting. So polyester and acrylic clothes are durable and affordable, which makes them more popular than natural fiber. Yes, that's why they are more popular in comparison to natural fiber. Okay, so they are available in wide variety of color. They are durable, affordable, which makes them more popular natural fiber. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's see some more characteristic of synthetic fiber. Let's move on the next point. Okay kids, as you can see the characteristic of synthetic fibers. Yes, synthetic fibers possess unique characteristics. Yes, synthetic fibers possess unique characteristics. Yes, they have very special unique characteristic. Yes, different. Unique means special and different, so which makes them more that's why we make dress material from them. Yes, which make them popular dress materials, which make them popular dress material. And first characteristic is they dry up quickly. Yes, they dry up quickly. Yes, and they are durable, means I already explained you the meaning of durable. What is the meaning of durable? Yes, what is the meaning of durable? Durable means long lasting. Okay, and next characteristic is less expensive. Yes, they are not expensive, they are cheaper. They are cheaper and readily available. Yes, they are available easily. If you go to any cloth shopkeeper, you will get easily, and it is easy to maintain. Yes, you no need to do again and again iron. Yes, you no need to iron again and again. Okay, so it is easy to maintain. Okay, so point number 1, they dry up quickly. Point number 2, they are durable. Point number 3, they are less expensive. Point number 4, they are readily available. Point number 5, it is easy to maintain them. Point number 6, they are affordable. Okay, and one more characteristic, they are not attacked by insects. Yes, they are not attacked by insects. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now we will study about plastic. Yes, now we will study about plastic. So what is plastic? Plastic is a polymer. Yes, plastic is a polymer, like a synthetic fiber. Plastic is a polymer. Plastic is a polymer. And what is the meaning of polymer? What is the meaning of polymer? When small units, small unit means chemical substances. I mean to say chain of carbon molecule. Chain of carbon molecule. When small units combine, they form a long single chain which is known as polymer. Okay, or in another word I can say, when carbon molecules combine, they form a new large unit. Yes, they form a large unit which is known as polymer. Okay, so you can see in the picture, can you see in the picture, two picture A and B? Okay, in you can see the box are connected to each other. You can imagine that these are not box, these are actually carbon. Okay, carbon molecule you can imagine, or you can imagine. Okay, so any chemical substances, okay, you can imagine. So when these carbon molecule combine, they form a single unit, okay, which is known as polymer. So plastic is a polymer like a synthetic fiber. Okay, all plastic do not have the same type of arrangement of unit. Yes, all plastic have different type of arrangement of units, means different type of arrangement of chemical substances, different type of arrangement of carbon molecule. They have different arrangement. Okay, they have different arrangement of units, means they have different arrangement of carbon molecule, or you can say they have different arrangement of chemical substances. As you can see in the picture, two different kind of arrangement. First is linear and second is cross linked. Okay, in some it is linear, whereas in other it is cross linked. Okay, in some these are found the arrangement of units. In some the arrangement of units are found in linear, means straight. Linear means straight, and in some it is found cross linked. Okay, plastic articles are available in all possible shape and size. Yes, they are available in different shape and size. Okay, please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. Okay kids, so I hope you understood that plastic is a polymer, and all plastic do not have the same type of arrangement of units, means they have different type of arrangement of unit. Okay, and unit means carbon molecule or chemical substance. Okay, in some it is in linear, as you can see picture A at the top, and at the bottom you can see the arrangement in cross length. Okay, plastic articles are available in all possible shape and size. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Kids, now let's study something more about plastic. Okay, so when we add hot water to a plastic bottle, then what happens? Yes, can you tell me? I want to ask you a simple question, that when we add hot water in plastic bottle, then what happens? Yes, then what happens? So it can deform. Yes, is it possible that it can deform? Yes, it can deform. The fact is that plastic is easily moldable. So we can mold plastic. We can easily mold plastic. Mold means we can give any other shape, we can change the shape of plastic. Yes, but some plastic shape cannot be changed. Some plastic shape can change, some plastic shape cannot change. Okay, remember. So the fact is that plastic is easily moldable. Moldable means that is can be shaped in any form. Yes, we can shape in any form. Plastic can be recycled, reused, and colored, melt, rolled into sheets, or made into wire. Yes, remember, we can reuse it. Yes, we can reuse it, recycle it. We can color it. Yes, we can melt it. We can roll it. We can roll into sheet, means we can make the sheet by rolling the plastic. We can make wire. Yes, we can make different things like by doing many. So these are the characteristic of plastic. These are actually the characteristic of plastic. Plastic is moldable, plastic is reusable, plastic can melt, plastic can be colored again, plastic is recyclable, plastic can be rolled into sheet, plastic can be changed into wire. We can made into wire. Okay, that is why it finds such a variety of use. Yes, so why there are many uses of plastic? You can see in the picture, plastic is used to make chair, bucket, bottle, glass, bike, car, motorcycle, truck, bus. Okay, many things are made from plastic. I hope you understood. Now let's go on the next point. Okay kids, I am reading. Please look on the screen. When we add hot water to a plastic bottle, it gets deformed. Yes, when we add hot water, boiling water, then what will happen? The shape will change of plastic. Yes, the shape of bottle will change. It gets deformed. Okay, it gets deformed. Such plastic which gets deformed easily on heating can be bent easily are known as thermoplastic. Yes, so plastic which can be bent easily, whose shape can be changed, plastic whose shape can be changed easily, we call it thermoplastic. So actually we can divide plastic into two categories. Okay, we can divide plastic into two categories. First is thermoplastic, second is thermosetting plastic. Yes, there are two type of plastic: thermoplastic, thermosetting plastic. Okay, so such plastic which gets deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily are called known as thermoplastic. Yes, it means we can bend thermoplastic by heating, we can deform, we can change the shape of thermoplastic by heating. Okay, now the question is, which are thermoplastic? Give the examples of thermoplastic. Which are thermoplastic? Polythene and PVC are some of the examples of thermoplastic. Yes, polythene, you already know polythene. PVC means polyvinyl chloride, which is used to make pipe. Okay, polyvinyl chloride. Okay, please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, remember that point number 1, there are two type of plastic: thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. Okay, what is thermoplastic? Yes, plastic which can be deformed and on heating and bent easily. Okay, known as thermoplastic. Examples of thermoplastic: polythene and PVC. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now let's talk about the next type of plastic, thermosetting plastic, because we know that there are two type of plastic: thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. What is thermoplastic? Plastic which can get deformed and bent easily on heating, which is known as thermoplastic. And which is, now the question is, what do you mean by thermosetting plastic? Thermosetting plastic, what is thermosetting plastic? The definition will be opposite of thermoplastic. Okay, on the other hand, there are some plastic which when molded ones cannot be softened on heating. Yes, plastic which cannot be softened by heating. Yes, you cannot. When molded ones, when you change shape one time, you cannot change second time the shape. Yes, you can change shape only one time, you cannot change again. So such a plastic which when molded, such plastic which when molded ones can be softened by heating, these are called thermosetting plastic. Okay, examples of thermosetting plastic: bakelite and melamine. Yes, these are the examples. Bakelite and melamine are thermosetting plastic. Okay, I am again speaking the definition: such plastic which when molded ones cannot be softened by heating. These are called thermosetting plastic. Okay, please write down. I'm giving you 10 seconds. So kids, there are two type of plastic: thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. What is thermosetting plastic? Such a plastic which when molded cannot be softened by heating. These are called thermosetting plastic. Then examples of thermosetting plastic: bakelite and melamine. Okay, I hope you understood. Now we will study thermosetting plastic, means we will study about bakelite and melamine. Okay, we will study about bakelite and melamine. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, first of all let's study about bakelite. Yes, let's study about bakelite. So what is bakelite? Bakelite is a kind of thermosetting plastic. Yes, bakelite is a kind of thermosetting plastic. You can see the picture of a watch. You can see the picture of a watch. The handle of watch is made of bakelite. The handle of watch is made of bakelite. And so because bakelite is poor conductor of heat and electricity. Yes, remember which plastic is poor conductor of heat and electricity? Bakelite. What is the meaning of conductor? What is the meaning of conductor? Conductor means substances through which current can pass easily. Yes, substances through which current can pass. But bakelite is a poor conductor. So what is the meaning of poor conductor? Conductor means substances through current can pass, heat can pass. But poor conductor means substances through which current cannot pass. Yes, what is the meaning of poor conductor? Substances through which current cannot pass are known as poor conductor. So through bakelite heat, it doesn't catch the heat and electricity cannot pass through it. So bakelite is poor conductor of heat and electricity. And what are the uses of bakelite? What are the uses of bakelite? It is used for making electrical switches, handles of various utensils. Yes. So bakelite is used for making electrical switches, handles of many utensils. Okay. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. So kids, I hope you understood about bakelite, that bakelite is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. It is used making electrical switch, handles, okay, of many things, of utensils, okay. Now let's study about melamine. You can see the examples of melamine. Yes, can you see? Yes, a plate, okay, bowl, okay. Melamine is a versatile material. Yes, it is versatile material. And most important point about melamine is it can resist fire. Yes, means it fire doesn't catch by melamine. Yes, it doesn't catch fire. Yes, it resists fire. Resist means try to stop. Try to stop. So it can stop fire. Yes, fire cannot catch it. Fire cannot catch melamine. And it can tolerate heat. Yes, it can easily tolerate heat just like bakelite. It can tolerate heat just like bakelite. And better than other plastic. Yes, most important point. It is better than other plastic. Why? Because it resists fire and tolerate heat. Yes. And it is used making many things. Yes, it is used melamine. It is used making many things like floor tiles. Yes, artificial floor tiles are made of melamine. Kitchenware, the things that we use in kitchen. Okay, you can see the picture of it. Okay, made by melamine. And fabrics which resist fire. Yes, and you know different fabrics which can resist fire, which can stop the fire are made of melamine. Okay, please write down. I'm giving you 10 seconds. So kids, melamine is versatile material. It resists fire and can tolerate heat better than other plastic. It is used for making floor tiles kitchenware and fabrics which resist fire. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now let's study something more about plastic. Okay, plastic is material of choice. Plastic is material of choice. Being lighter as compared to metal, plastic are used in car. Yes. Why do we use plastic in car? Why do we use plastic in aeroplane? Why do we use plastic in aircraft? Why do we use plastic in spacecraft? Why do we use? Why? Because it is lighter. Yes, in comparison to other metal. If we compare plastic to other metal, it is lighter. That's why we use plastic are used in cars, aircrafts, spacecrafts too. Okay, the list of endless. If we start continue articles like slipper, furniture, decoration piece, etc. Yes, many things are made of plastic. Many things are made of plastic. Your mobile, laptop, computer, TV, wire, many things, uncountable things. Yes, if we start counting articles, it will take too much time. The list is actually endless. Yes, the list is endless. If we start counting articles like sleeper, furniture, decoration piece, many things. Okay, please write down. I'm giving you 10 seconds. So kids, I hope you understood plastic is material of choice. Okay, being lighter as compared to metals, plastic are used in cars, aircrafts, spacecrafts, bus, and in many things, laptop, mobile, wire. And the list of endless, the list is endless if we start counting articles like sleepers, furniture, decoration piece, etc. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now next point is plastic is non-reactive. Yes, plastic is non-reactive. Yes, you know plastic doesn't react with chemicals. Yes, plastic doesn't react with chemicals. It does not react with air. It does not react with moisture. But if iron, if iron come in contact with moisture and air, what happens? It may rust. Yes, it get rust. Yes, so but metals like iron get rusted. Metals like iron get rusted when left exposed to moisture and air. Yes, when left to expose to moisture and air. But plastic do not react with water and air. Yes, plastic do not react with water and air. Yes, plastics do not react with water and air. Yes, no effect occur of air, water and any chemical. They are not corroded easily. They are not corroded easily, means rusting is not possible easily on plastic. That is why they are used to store various kind of material. Yes, you know, we use in kitchen many things made of plastic. Yes, we use many boxes made of plastic, even CD, your tea mug, so jar, they are made of plastic. Yes, polythene is also plastic. Okay, so we use them to store many things. Why do we use plastic to store? Because they do not get corrode, and when they are left, they are exposed to moisture and air, nothing occur, they do not get rusted, while metal like iron get rusted. Okay, that's why we use them to storing materials, and we use them also to store chemical. We use them to store chemical also. Okay, please write down. I'm giving you 10 seconds. So kids, metals like iron get rusted when left exposed to moisture and air, but plastic do not react with water and air. They are not corroded easily. That is why they are used to store various kinds of material, including many chemicals. Okay, now let's move on the last point. Now it's time to ask question from you. Question number 1. Question number 1 is, what is plastic? Yes, What is plastic? What is plastic? Plastic is also a polymer like the synthetic fiber. All plastic do not have the same type of arrangement of unit. In some of sorry in all plastics do not have the same type of arrangement of unit. In some it is linear, whereas in other it is cross links. Plastic articles are available in all possible shape and size. Okay, now question number 2. Question number 2 is explain thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. Yes, thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. So what is thermoplastic? Such plastic which gets deformed easily on heating. Yes, such plastic which gets deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily are known as thermoplastic. Example, polythene and PVC. PVC means polyvinyl chloride. And what do you mean by thermosetting plastic? Such plastic which when molded once cannot be softened by heating. These are called thermosetting plastic. Examples, bakelite and melamine. Okay, next question. Question number 3. Write a short note on bakelite and melamine. Yes, bakelite. So bakelite is poor conductor of heat and electricity. Yes, bakelite is poor conductor of heat and electricity. It is used for making many electrical switches, handles of various utensils. Okay, and if I talk about melamine, melamine is a versatile material. Yes, it is versatile material. It can resist fire and can tolerate heat better than other plastic. Yes, better than other plastic. It is used for making floor tiles, kitchenware and fabric which resist fire. Okay, now last question, is plastic non-reactive or reactive? Yes, so plastic is non-reactive. Yes, plastic is non-reactive. Metals like iron get rusted. Metals like iron get rusted when left exposed to moisture and air. But plastic do not react with water and air. They are not corroded easily. That is why they are used to store various kind of material, including many chemicals. Okay, I hope you understood. Now the remaining we will study next class. Till then, bye bye.